Hi, I'm Donna, and welcome to my kitchen. I thank y'all for watching my videos. I really appreciate you guys. I'm the lady that's always talking about marriage. I am somebody that's for marriages, so I share my life story, or snippets of it anyway, about marriage, how marriage was for me. So that's what I do. But anyway, today I'm going to fix some hamburger helper and do a little chatting. And I appreciate y'all. And I would thank you so much if you would hit the subscribe button if I vibe with you and you like my content. If you would subscribe and continue to watch me and support my page or channel. I appreciate it, and share me out to other people. I would love it. Anyway, let me get my hamburger helper out. I should have already had it out, but I didn't. I asked my husband if he mind having that. And yes, I asked my husband if he mind having that. I don't fix him what I think he need to eat at. I always ask him out of respect to see if that's what he wants. That's just what I do. That's just what I found that worked for me. Very well, it worked for me. So that's what I do. I gotta read the instructions. So I need a cup for the water. So I need to get my measuring cups over here. First, I gotta put some hot water on. I put some ground beef in the microwave because it was frozen. And like I said, I asked him at the last minute if he wanted it. Didn't see any sense in running to the grocery store getting something that I already had in the freezer. So I just took it out and froze it. So anyway, it calls for a pound of ground beef. I got a little more. That's probably about 2 pounds. So I got 2 boxes. It calls for water, so I have to boil me some water. I'm gonna have to boil 2 cups of water. So anyway, if you're married, for the girlies that are married, or just in a relationship and you're living with that person, you don't know how to cook, you need to learn how to cook. Men appreciate women that know how to cook. I use recipes. I've been cooking for a long time. I'm 67, so I've been cooking for a long time. I use recipes. I go on ChatGPT. I go on Google and look up recipes. I use those as well. A lot of those recipes are very good. Like today, we're doing this. I'm going to doctor it up. So you're going to see, I'm going to doctor mine up. So I'm going to be putting this in there. So I'm just making the recipe my own. I'm going to make it my own and make it pleasant and savory for my husband to eat. Because I want to show him love in everything that I do. Mm-hmm. So that's what I do. That's just my thing. That's what has worked for me. Because there was a time that things didn't work for me, because it was a time I ran him out of the house all the time just with my behavior, the way I act. So that's what works for me now. So for the last, we've been married 33 years. We'll be married 34 February the 14th. But for the first 15 years, your girl was the prosecutor. the police, all wrapped up in one. And he was running, trying to stay away from me. So, until I realized that the reason he was trying to stay away from me was me. I was my worst enemy. It was me. So once I realized that, I started to change what I did. I started changing my attitude and everything else. Because our marriage got bad. It got bad. So, and if I feel like now I'm sharing my stuff, because if I can help somebody through what I went through on my own, I'm not going to say not his fault, because some of it was his too. You know, but I was looking for something from him that I was lacking within myself. So I was lacking that within myself. So because I was lacking that within myself, I was thinking that he was supposed to make me happy. I gotta move, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta get my onions, and they're right here behind the camera. I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't too bad. I might try to cut that out. Hopefully it wasn't too bad, but anyway, I had to get an onion. But I was my own worst person, or however you want to say. I did more harm on my own. On my own. Want to know where he was at, what he was doing, why he was doing that, why he was over there, why he couldn't be home, why he couldn't do this, why he couldn't, just why. And not realizing why he wasn't doing this and why he wasn't doing that was my fault. So, I'll say that to say, if you're doing that, that might be the reason. If he's not coming home or whatever, that might be the reason. Normally I would put green pepper in here too, but I don't have any green pepper, so I'm just gonna go with the onion. Just gonna go with the onion because I don't have no green pepper, but it'll still come out fine. So this is just a simple recipe idea for you. And like I say, if you are making your home a place of chaos, you might want to change it up. If you're trying to stay in your marriage. Now, if you're not trying to stay in your marriage, then hey, you do you. I was trying to stay in my marriage, so. I wanted to stay married. I loved my husband. But I'm going to tell you, there was a point in my marriage where I couldn't stand him. I'm just going to be real. And it was because of the things that we were going through. So if you are in that stage, it'll get better. Because it got better for me. Once Donna changed Donna and stopped trying to change Jake. Because you can't raise a grown man. He's already been raised. You can't raise him. If you married him thinking you're going to change him, you can't do that either. He's not going to change. You, the one, have to change you. Put this over there and keep it hot. Bring that over there. Can y'all see that? Or is it better over here? No, I think it's better right here. So anyway, so if you married him because of that, then that's not gonna work for you. You can't raise somebody over again. He's already been raised. He don't need another mama. He need a wife, not a mama. So, like I said, if you don't know how to cook, there are apps for it. You can get it on YouTube. Got a lot of folks on YouTube. I like to follow this girl named Cooking with Just Be Cooking. Now she be cooking, and I follow her and I use some of her recipes. But I'm a pretty good cook on my own. I'm not gonna say that I'm not. I am. I'm a pretty good cook on my own. But sometimes I like to change it up. So I follow her and I use some of her recipes. I really do. I like a lot of onions, so I'm finna cut up this whole onion and put it in there. But she's just one person that I know for sure that she walks you through it. She takes her time and cooks it. I'm not boosting her because she don't know me from a can of paint. I just like watching her. So, and she's a mom of 4, I think. Yeah, she got 4 kids, and she got a husband. And she cooks for her husband every day. She cooks his lunch and everything for him. So she demonstrates love for her spouse, even though that's not what her channel is about. Her channel is about cooking. But she does demonstrate love for her spouse in her videos. And like I say, if you want to be married, then you got to give what you want out of the marriage. If you want love out of the marriage, you got to put love in the marriage. If you want love, you got to give love. Put love in to get it out. That makes sense? That makes sense. You got to put in what you want to get out. Once I realized that, I don't have a whole lot. You're not gonna see me pour any juice out. I don't think, because it don't have a lot of juice in here. A lot of grease, rather. I got this meat from Costco, so it don't have a lot of grease in it. I'm looking at it and see. So, but if you want love in your marriage, then you gotta pour love in. I did so much damage till it took a while on my part, so I had to be consistent with it. I don't do bonnets. This is my bonnet right here. I don't do bonnets. I do these right here. So that's why you see I got them in all kind of colors, because I don't do bonnets, but I like to match. Sometimes you might catch me looking like anywho, but I don't care. I'm in my house. I'm not bothering nobody. Putting up a video every now and then. That's just Donna. But like I say, I did a lot of damage. Just being the prosecutor, meaning I was accusing him. Want to know this, want to know that. Want to know why he was here, why he was there. I was going through his cell phone. And I'm talking about back probably when cell phones really got popular in early 2000, maybe 2000, 2001, something like that. I figured out his password, and your girl got busy. So, and I was in my 40s. So I wasn't no young girl doing that. I'm going to just say, I wasn't young doing that foolish stuff, because that's foolish. That's crossing boundaries that you really shouldn't be crossing. That was wrong. That was wrong on my part on every level. Every level. It was wrong on my part. And guess what? Right now today, I can pick his phone up and go, and he don't say nothing to me. Because he ain't got nothing to hide. But back then, I was like, But I don't go through his phone. If somebody call him on his phone, I don't even touch it unless he tells me to answer the phone then. Because I respect him. And that's the most important thing in a marriage. You have to respect him as being the man of the house. You might make more than him, but in your house, you have to respect him as being the man of the house, the head of the house. You can't say, oh, I make more than you, so I'm the head. And expect him to bow down to that or enjoy being that, because that's demeaning to a man. So I'm just saying, you know. And financially, what we did was, he had his account, I had my account, and we had our account. That's what worked best for us. So we put in our account 50-50. What took to run the house, what it took to buy groceries, what it took, you know, to buy gas, anything, any expense that came, that was, you know, that should fairly come out of the house, or the joint bills, we put all that in that pot together. And then my money is my money in my account for me. His money is his money in his account. I don't ask him what he do with his money. He don't ask me what I do with my money. And that just worked best. We didn't have no arguments over money and stuff like that, because his money was his money, my money was my money. Although his money is my money too, because if I treat him so nicely and I ask him for something, he gonna give it to me. Because you get more with honey than you do with vinegar. So, because a lot of times I'm going to ask him. I ask him for money all the time. Just asked for something the other day. But I'm just saying that to say, you put whatever you put into your marriage, you'll get that back. If you put chaos in there, your house gonna feel like chaos. And chaos, you ever been to somebody's house and you could feel the tension in it without them saying anything? That's the energy or the atmosphere that you have, that person or the people in that house has put into that house. Because a marriage is just like a house. You gotta take care of it. You don't take care of the house, what happens? Some houses get stink and fall down. They get dilapidated. Y'all see that? There's no grease in there. Just a little bit. And I'm gonna put some paper towel in there and soak that up. But just a little bit of grease. Like I said, we're gonna soak that up. But yeah, when it comes to that kind of stuff, you get what you put in it. And most men, they soften. They soften because if he married you, that's because he wanted to be with you. If he moved in with you, even though I'm for marriage. And I'm gonna say this to the if he moved in with you and you wait to see if he gonna marry you, why would you buy the cow? My grandmother I'm laughing about it because that's something my grandmother used to say to me all the time. She said, why would you buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And I would be like, what? In other words, why would you pay for the cow if you're getting all the benefits? So Why would he put a ring on it if he getting all the wife benefits for free? Why would he, just a thought, why would he take on the responsibility of a wife if you giving it to him anyway? But that's just food for thought. That's not even what this is about right here. So I'm gonna put some onions in here now. But yeah. So that's what my channel is about. I'm pro-marriage. I'm pro if he's still in the house. Because if he's still in the house with you, guess what? If he's still in the house with you, you still have the advantage. If he's cheating on you and he's still in the house with you, you still have the advantage. You just got to flip that thing around. Make him want to stay home. Because if he running around on you, if he cheating on you, is a reason why. If he going outside the home to find something else, is a reason why, unless he's just a whoremonger. He's a whoremonger then. But if he wasn't like that and he just got like that after y'all got married, after some arguments and stuff, because let me say this here, big arguments are not what breaks the marriage down. It's the everyday foolishness. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's the everyday foolishness. It's the everyday foolishness. And when I say the everyday, I'm putting some butter in here too. When I say the everyday foolishness, I mean it. It's the everyday foolishness. Every day. The everyday, the tit for tat foolishness. Is that. That's what breaks down a marriage. So when you hear people say, oh, they had a big argument, they had a big blowout, they had a big blow up, and they departed and went their separate ways. No, it was the little things, the consistent bad behavior, the consistent chaos, the consistent mean words, the consistent mean looks, the consistent I'm not going to do this. It was the consistent or whatever negative thing you were doing in your marriage. That's what broke the marriage up. It's not that big fight. It was the consistent, everybody in your marriage, everybody in your, I call it bedroom drama. Everybody in your bedroom drama that didn't have nothing to do with it. That's what broke the marriage up. So when you hear that, that's what breaks it up. It's the everyday foolishness. It's not the what happened in that argument. It just so happens that that argument brought it to a head with whoever said, you know what, I'm just done. I'm through. But that's not what the breakup was about. And even in that, if you do separate, you still have the advantage because you have to be separated, I think, in most states for a year. You can still work on that marriage in that time because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking they were asked, is it both parties wanting to separate or do you want to try to work it out? So, if you can work it out if that's what you want to do. I'm just saying if that's what you want to do. Now, I'm not saying if you in it with somebody and they tapping you on your head or they calling you all kind of ugly names, because abuse can be verbal as well as, because some words, you know, when we were growing up, people used to say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That is not true. You can heal from sticks and stones, but some words can damage you for life. So that is not true. So depending on, you know, so I'm not gonna tell anybody if you being abused to hang in there. I ain't gonna tell you that. So, but if you got a man and you don't like him because he's not handy around the house, hire somebody to fix it. I mean, if he's good to you every other way, but he's just not handy around the house, he don't want to cook, order out on the day that you don't feel like cooking. If that's the only issue, don't nitpick. If he is not, and it's go both ways. But then, like I said, I can't tell a man how to be a husband because I ain't never been one, because I ain't never been a man. I can tell a woman how to be a woman, how to be a wife. So, and a wife is somebody that's you there to help your husband. You're there to listen, give him wise counsel. If he trusts you enough, but you got to make the atmosphere in your home where he trusts you enough to come and talk to you about it. Because you're the closest thing to him. You sleep with him every night. You're the closest thing to him. So if you're the closest thing to him, he's going to want to, I'll put that in there. He's going to confide in you if he can trust you. And meaning if he can trust you, meaning if you don't have a mean tongue, he can trust you. If you're not sitting there listening to find fault in what he's saying. That's what I mean when I say if he can trust you. If he can trust you, he's going to come to you for advice. I'll put this in there too. But if he can't trust you, he's not going to ask you for no advice. And I know I want my man to trust me because I want to be in the loop in everything that's going on with him that has to do with us. So I want him to be able to come to me and seek advice. I want him to say, well, honey, what you think about this or that? You think we need to do this or that? And it took me a while to get there to that place. It took me a while. I didn't just get there. It took me a minute to get there. And when I say it took me a while, it took me a while. I'm going to put this in there too. But it took me a minute to get there. I'm still learning, and I'm 67. I'm still learning. And I ain't gonna say I speak kind words all the time because sometimes I get aggravated. I'm human. We all do. But I don't stay there. And if I get aggravated, I go back and I say, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was wrong. Because if I was wrong, I was wrong. Be woman enough to admit you were wrong. And try to correct it and don't do it again. But I try not to say stuff, I'm going to use some beef broth. I try not to say stuff without thinking about it. I try to think first. I'll pour some of this water out of here. I try to think before I act, because what you say can, what they say, what you say can hurt. So they say life and death in the power of the tongue, right? So you can say some stuff that can tear him down, or you can say some stuff that'll build him up. That's your choice. You know the man you're living with. You know the man you're living with. I put a cup of water in here with that. But you know the man you're living with, so you can tear him down, or you can build him up. It's up to you. Now I'm gonna put the stuff for the hamburger helper in there. So it's up to you what you do. Me myself, I'll try to build him up. I try to put life into him. Try to encourage him. You know? Because you ever hear the saying, behind every good man is a good woman? That's a true statement. Behind every broken man is a terrible woman too. Because if he's broken, it's because you're breaking him down. You're breaking his spirit. So, yeah. So that's a true statement too. All that's true. Now, if this hamburger helper is not good, I hate to have to tell y'all that on the video, but I will, because I'm not going to not put my video up. I'll just be honest and tell you that it was nasty. So this is something I'm just trying today. Never used it before. Did I shake some of this in here? I'm getting ready to shake some of that in there too. Just a little bit, not a lot. Just a little wisdom. I just want to encourage a little wisdom. I'm going to put some of that in there. A little wisdom in your marriage. A little wisdom before you speak. A little kindness before you speak. And something that I used to do when I was trying to turn things around was try to think on the good things that was in our marriage prior to us getting to the bad places. I tried to go back and think about all the things that made me fall in love with him in the first place. So that by the time that he got home, I was glad to see him. And it radiated from me that I was glad to see him. And he loved the fact that his wife was glad to see him. Because I'm the one he chose to spend the rest of his life with. So, and he's the one that I chose to spend the rest of my life with. And when I got to the place that, you know, Donna, you messing with your own peace. Because that's what I was doing. I was messing with my own peace of mind, my own peace within me. Worrying about what he's doing. And he was having a good time. Wherever he was, he was having a good time. He wasn't worried about Donna sitting home worried about what he's doing. Because Donna was the reason why he was out. Because Donna was making life miserable for him at home. So he wasn't worried about that. I'll put a little bit of this in there too. So he wasn't worried about that. So I'm just, you know, a little food for thought. This little, I don't know if I need to put any salt in here. Look, this is pepper here. It's pepper. Got a pretty good taste to it though. I think it's gonna be all right. I think it's gonna be all right. I think it's gonna be alright. It's got a little taste to it. Tastes good. Think it's gonna be alright. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So that's a recipe right there for the young ladies. I gotta put my glasses on. See what else I'm supposed to be doing with this. Cause this is not something that I cook on a regular. I do cook it every now and then, but it's not something I cook on a regular. But it was something I thought that maybe if I made it on screen here, that somebody could use it as a recipe. It's a little easy recipe. Tells you everything to do on the box. So I need to add 1 2/3 cups of milk. But I'm supposed to cook the ground beef first. Drain it, which we already did that. I'll put the seasoning and everything. I already done that. Stir the water in. And then mix the pasta and stuff. So I gotta wait for the water to boil. When am I supposed to put the milk in? I'm supposed to put milk in there? Okay, I'm gonna stir the milk, the water. Okay. So, I need a cup of milk, 2 of these. I need 2. I need to do this twice. And I hope that pot big enough. I'm just looking at this pot now. Hopefully it's big enough. So I'm not showing you the measurement of that because you're going to measure it from whatever the box says. So it's on this. That gets boiling right there. We'll be, I like to clean as I go too. So, and that's another thing. You wanna try to keep clean house. You wanna try to keep a clean house. As clean as you go. You don't have to do so much. If you got a lot to do, sometimes if you can afford somebody to come in and clean it. If not, pick a room a day or pick a room a weekend. However way it be. And work on that. Do that thing, like you hear me say, do that thing on purpose. Do that thing on purpose. Whatever it is that makes him happy, do that thing on purpose. Not hit and miss consistently. If you're not going to do it on purpose, then don't start doing it. Because anything, and in a marriage, even this even apply to on a job too though. Anything that you start doing, if you feel like you're not going to want to do that thing 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, don't start doing it. But even on your job, like if you start working overtime for free on your job, and then you stop, it's going to be a problem. Same thing in a marriage. You start washing his clothes, and then 10 years from now, you don't feel like washing his clothes anymore, it's going to be a problem. So if you feel like you're not going to want to do it, don't start doing it. Anything you feel like you're not going to want to do, don't start doing it. That's what I say about it. Just don't start. I'm getting ready to invest in some Hexclad pots. These are green pots here. I love those. But the Hexclad got the what they call that material in there that's almost like the pots that don't non-stick. I'm gonna treat myself to that. Cause I want to. Cause I can. It's my money. That's one of the perks about having your own money. Because you can spend your money how you want to spend it. And I don't, I don't hang out. I don't do women. I got one girlfriend. And when I say girlfriend, I'm talking about buddy friend, not, I got one girlfriend. She and I have been friends for 40 years. Other than that, it's my sisters or my family. I don't do women like that. I'm too busy trying to keep my house in order, because that's my house, my marriage, or this is the order that it goes for me. It's God, my husband, my children, my family. That's the order that it goes for me. So I'm too busy doing all that to. I'm pouring this in there. So I'm too busy doing all of that to try to do anything else. So that's what I say when I say I don't do women or whatever, because I'm too busy doing the married life, the mama life, the church life, the mama life, the wife life, all of that. So, too busy doing wife life. Hopefully this pot ain't too big and I don't have to transfer it to a bigger pot. I got a bigger pot. But hopefully I don't have to transfer it. I probably should have got that pot out, but I didn't. Both me and my husband are cancer patients. So sometimes you may see me doing a video and I was up early in the morning cooking. Because I was up trying to make sure my sweetie was okay before we went to the doctor. Both of us are cancer patients. We both doing well. He had a transplant. He's had 2 transplants. So he's still weak in his body. So I cater to him a little more than normal. But I don't mind doing that. So sometimes you might see me fix him breakfast and take it to him. I take it to him in bed. I don't have a problem with that. That's my sweetie. Hey. You going back outside?
Go get my phone.
With no shoes on?
I'm just walking.
Jake, it's cold out there, honey.
No, it's
and
okay.
The ground is wet, honey.
The rain stopped.
But the ground is wet, honey.
I'm looking at the thing, Donna. It's okay.
Okay.
Someone was detected at your front door.
Have to respect what he said. He said the ground is okay, but it's wet because it's been cold raining and it's like 30 degrees out there. But he went out there with his socks on. You heard what I said? You heard what he said? Have to respect that. So anywho, I had enough room in my pot. And the reason I made so much because my grandson is here. Yeah, moved in with us. He wants to I'm put some cheese in here because see it says cheddar right here. See it says cheddar right there, so that means I think I can put a little cheddar cheese in there. Because it said cheddar right there. But he wants to buy himself a house, so we're going to work with him. I'll put all that cheese in there. I'll put all that cheese in there. You see that right there? I'll put all that cheese in there. You found it?
Yeah, I got it.
I'll put all that cheese. I'll put all that cheese in there. And I gotta put my glasses back on again because I don't know if you have to bring this to a boil or not. I think I gotta bring it to a boil and then let it simmer. How long y'all been on there? Okay, y'all good. Yep, bring it to a boil. And then reduce it and let it simmer for 7 minutes. So bring it to a boil. And after I bring it to a boil, then I'm gonna put some garlic in there. Cause sometimes if you put garlic and stuff too soon, it'll give it a bitter taste. I don't want to give it no bitter taste. So I'm gonna put some in there, but not right now. And like I say, I like to try to clean up behind myself as I go. So that way I don't have a lot to do tonight. It's already night though. It's 5:45, but he didn't eat breakfast until I think 11, 11:30, 12 o'clock, something like that. Cause he slept late. Well, both of us slept late. I don't think I woke up. I don't think I woke up until about 10 o'clock, and that was cause somebody woke me up. Otherwise, I would still been asleep. There. Otherwise, I would still been asleep. I probably would have slept later than that. And no, I don't have no vegetables to go with it. We're going to eat some garlic bread, I think. Jake, you want some garlic bread? Jake, you want garlic bread? You want any garlic bread with that, or is that pasta just enough? Garlic bread will be good. So we're going to have some garlic bread with it. I got some in the freezer. We're not going to have, although I could make a salad, we're not going to do no salad. I don't think he wants a salad. Let me see. Jake, you want a salad? You want a salad? You want a salad? So he don't want no salad. So we're just gonna have hamburger helper and some garlic bread. No, he might not want this garlic toast right here because it's got the cheese on it. Jake. Jake. That's the one with the cheese on it. That garlic bread has the cheese on it. You still want it? I said that garlic bread has cheese on it. You still want it? Yeah. That's the one that was in the freezer, but it got cheese on it. It's not the one that we normally get. Okay. I'm still learning my stove. My other stove went out, so I was able to get me a double oven. But I'm still learning it. So I'm still learning it. So that's why you may see me looking for stuff up there, because it may be a feature that I haven't used yet. Because the other garlic bread, I just take that and put it in the toaster. But this one has cheese on it, so I'm going to have to put that in the oven. I don't have a toaster oven. I put that in this, even though it's me and him in here, I put that one in the sink. Well, no, my grandson is here too. I just forgot about that. But anyway, you see, I didn't double dip. I didn't put it back in there. I put it in the sink. But now, if my grandson wasn't here, I probably would have. But yeah. So yeah, so anywho, that's what you want to be married. You want to be married for a long time. You gotta invest in it, just like you invest in anything else. If you buy a house, you invest in your house. You invest in the upkeep of the house. You gotta do the same thing in a marriage. That invest in it. You can't say I do. You can't say I do and expect it to do itself from then on. I do is the easy part. Yeah, that's the easy part. And if you get ready to get married, I hope you didn't create a big bill. Jake and I got married in the living room. And we had a reception. I just didn't see the need in starting a marriage with a big bill. Added stress going into it with added stress, unneeded stress, because most time, and you can think of people yourself probably, most time when people have those big elaborate weddings, it don't last. And you know why? Because part of it is they're arguing about the money they spend. The big bill they created before they even said I do. So sometimes it's not worth that. Sometimes it's just better just to take that money and put it into you and him in your new home or your house or apartment, your furniture, whatever. I have to keep stirring this right here so it don't stick. And then I'm gonna turn it down because it said put it on, let it simmer. So I'm gonna bring it over here, I think. Well, actually, I'll just leave it with that. We'll bring it over here to low and let it simmer. And I'm gonna keep stirring it because I don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pot. But I'm supposed to put top on it. But like I said, I don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pot. So, like I say, if you want a long marriage, you just have to invest in it. You're going to get out of it what you put in it. You're just have to put kindness in there. You set the tone of your house. You set the atmosphere. I don't let nobody set the atmosphere in here but me. That's a real good saying too. Happy wife, happy life. But you got to be happy within yourself. You can't look for nobody else to make you happy. But yeah, if you're happy within yourself, everything around you says that. And your man is happy to be with you and around you too. Yep. So, put that over there. I'm going to drop just a little bit of this in there. Just a little bit. Only about that much right here. I'm only going to drop about that much right there and there. Just a little bit. And all I did was make it taste more like home cooked rather than box cooked. Just spruced it up, that's all. Just spruced it up. So instead of it tasting like box cooked, it tastes like home cooked. And look, my counter is clean. So my counter is clean. I'm gonna wash this off. And put it back. That. I gotta order some oil for it because you're supposed to oil your products like this here. Take care of it. But cast iron pots. Supposed to do the same thing with this right here. And it'll last because I had this probably a decade. I had this chopping board right here. I had it a long time. Long time. If you take care of it, it'll take care of you. as well. I had this a long time. Long time. Long time. Put that back. That's about an hour. I think I'm gonna come back and show y'all the plate. But I'm gonna cut y'all off now and I'll just put it on the end. But I appreciate y'all. And as I asked before, it would be nice if you subscribe to my channel. Most of my channel, 90% of it is about marriage. I do a lot of voiceovers when I want to stay on topic. When I think I have something that's important to say that might help somebody, I do a voiceover with that. Sometimes I just put up recipes, silly stuff with me and my family. I'm just getting into it, really. I had the YouTube channel for a while, but I just, in December, got serious about doing it when because I have a TikTok page. Well, I got two. And when I realized people wanted to hear stuff about marriage, I decided to do it over here as well, because over there, that is doing wonderful over there. So, yeah. But I'll talk to y'all later.